All right. All right, so we're all shuffled up. Let's see what you got.
Okay, so I'm playing Elsha, Threefold Master, Trample, Prowess, and when she deals combat damage, I create that many monks with Prowess. Prowess
Okay.
means that she gets +1/+1 for every non-creature spell I cast during my turn. If she loses the
Mm.
bonus at the end of the turn. So yeah, you have her too. She's the secondary commander of the Jeskai deck that you have. So I
Mm.
just took that deck. So the deck wants to do two things: cast a bunch of spells, but specifically cast two spells at least per turn. And I did it differently. I just want to attack with her, create monks, and then attack you harder. So
Gotcha. All right, well that sounds really interesting. So
yeah,
I'm going to continue my quest to try and beat you consistently, or at least, really like with the Sultai Arisen deck. And my commander remains Teval, the Balanced Scale, legendary Spirit Dragon, flying 4/4. It says whenever Teval attacks, mill 3 cards. Then you may return a land card from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. And whenever one or more cards leave your graveyard, create a 2/2 black zombie druid creature token. So that's what I'm in for. Put him nicely in my command zone here. And let's see here. Who's starting?
the abscess I do today.
Yay, nice.
Finally.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna keep the hand that I drew. Works for me.
Yep, I'm going to keep the hand I have as well.
All right. Then we are off. I'm gonna play a Ferris Lake. I can pay one, so it gives me a blue and red. Go ahead.
Okay. Gives you a blue and a red, or it gives you a blue or a
Yeah,
red?
it's similar to your land where you pay one colorless and then gives you two of a specific color.
Gotcha.
This one this one gives blue and red.
Okay, excellent. Okay, I'm gonna draw for turn. Nice. And I'm going to play Hinterland Harbor, which can give me a green or a blue, and it enters tapped. Your turn.
Okay. Draw my cards. Play a Rugged Prairie. Gives me colorless, or I can pay into it, so it gives me either red, 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 white, or white, white. Um, that's it. Go ahead.
Excellent. I'm going to play the Contaminated Aqua. Oh, so I'm gonna untap, draw a land. That's draw a card. We'll see if it's a land. Um,
Hmm.
let's do the Hinterland Harbor, and we'll take a green, let's say. And
Yeah.
so it's a green mana floating here.
Yeah, you tap it and then you return it to your hand, right? Because
Tap it.
you're still resolving the Golgari Rot farm.
Yeah. So return it here. Okay, so I have one green mana floating, correct?
Yeah.
And then
Yes.
I'm going to tap this Contaminated Aquifer to play Grapple with the Past. Says mill 3 cards, then you may return a creature or land card from your graveyard to your hand. Okay, so I'm milling 3.
Yep.
Swamp, island. Ooh. Oh, another island. Okay, well, I will take the swamp. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm good. Uh, and then this is an instant, so it disappears, right?
Yep.
All right, goes back to you.
Right. Untap. Draw. I'm going to play a Darkar Wastes. It's colorless, or it gives me white or blue. But if it gives me colors, then it hits me for 1 damage. Um, I'll tap these 3 to enchant Elsha with Shiny Impetus. Shiny Impetus says that enchanted creature gets +2/+2 and is goaded. Goaded means it attacks each combat if able, and someone that is not me. Normally this is used so something goes at somebody else, but in my case I use it to give her +2/+2. It also says when this creature attacks, I create a treasure token. So since she has prowess and this is a non-creature spell, the prowess triggered once. So I'm getting a +1/+1 from that, which goes away at the end of the turn. She currently has +2/+2, so she's right now a 4/4. Yeah,
Okay.
sound good?
Sound good.
Then I'm gonna pay a blue and take 1 damage for that to cast Ponder. When I cast this spell, the prowess triggers again. So Ponder says I can look at the top 3 cards of my library and then put them back in any order. I may shuffle. After I've done that, I draw a card. So I'll go ahead and do that. Look at 3 cards. I'll put them back in this order and I'll draw this card. All right, so my commander, Elsha, is currently a 5/5 with
Oof.
trample. And she is going to, I'm going to declare, I'm going to go to combat, declare her as an attacker, and swing at you for 5.
Right. Having no blockers, I take the damage.
On my attack, I also create a treasure token
Mm-hmm.
because of the thingamajig, the enchantment. So here's my treasure token. I'll hit you for 5 commander damage.
Yep.
She says that when she deals combat damage, she creates that many monks with prowess. So I have now 5 1/1 monk tokens and a treasure. And yeah, that's it for this turn. Your
Okay.
go.
All right. Untap. Draw for turn. Oh, Jesus. Okay. I'm gonna play an island. And then I'm going to tap all of my mana to cast Teval. This one has 2 in it. So I have a blue, a black, a green, and 1 left over to get Teval the balanced scale. Was flying. Yep, and that's all I can do. Oh, actually, I can play. I played this for turn. Back to you.
All right. Untap. Draw. Um, okay. I will tap these 2. So I have red, blue available to me. Uh, with that, I will cast this sorcery called Expressive Iteration. I can look at the top 3 cards of my library, put 1 in my hand, 1 on the bottom of the library, and I exile 1 of them. I can play the exiled card. On cast, all my creatures get +1/+1 because of the prowess that they have.
Mm-hmm.
So I look at the top 3 cards. I will put 1 in my hand. I will exile the Cascade Bluffs over here. I can play that this turn, and this card goes to the bottom of my deck. That's Expressive Iteration resolved. I will play this land from exile, which is Cascade Bluffs. It's another one of those lands that I can filter stuff into, so it gives me something else. Then I will pay 2 for Talisman of Progress. Talisman of Progress adds colorless or white or blue. If it gives me colors, then it hits me for 1 damage. This is a non-creature spell. It triggers the prowess on my creatures. So they are currently +2/+2. Then I will use this red that I have here. to cast Renegade Tactics, triggering Prowess. A Renegade Tactics says target creature can't block this turn. And then I draw a card. Teval will not be able to block this turn.
I see where this is going.
And then I draw my card. I will pay colorless with my Talisman of Progress and sacrifice my treasure for red. And I will cast Thrill of Possibility, triggering Prowess. As an additional cost to cast the spell, I have to discard a card. I'm going to discard Temple of Triumph, and I get to draw 2 cards. All right, so many of these things I could have done at instant speed because that's what this deck does, but essentially now my creatures have +4/+4.
Mm-hmm.
So I would like to move to combat.
Yeah, this is going to be over real quick, isn't it? Go for it.
Elsha is attacking you for 7, and you have 5/5/5s. So that's 25 damage, plus it's 32 damage coming at you.
All right. Well, I can't block with Teval this turn, so I'm going to take your 32 damage.
You're left at 3.
Yep.
Elsha hit you for 7 this turn.
Mm-hmm.
So I will make 7 new monks.
Yep.
So I'll just put this copy here. So yeah, that's yep. You can go.
Did you already add the commander damage separately?
No, now it is. There you go.
Okay, cool. All right.
That's
Well,
it.
yep. So let's see if we can get a Hail Mary here. Untap. Draw for turn. All right. Well, I don't know what happened, but this is not good, not well shuffled. Okay. So I'm going to play Hinterland Harbor as my land. This land enters tapped unless you control a forest or an island. I control an island, therefore here it is. Then I'm going to play Millikin for 2 mana. I'm going to use the blue one here, and I'll use another blue from here. Millikin is an artifact creature construct that allows me to mill a card and add um,
Colors.
colorless mana. So I have 1 colorless mana floating.
No,
I'm
no,
milling
no,
one.
no, no. The Millikin is a creature. It doesn't have haste. You can't tap it right now.
Oh, okay. So I don't mill the card right now.
Not right now. If you had
Oh,
haste, you could do that right now. It's not just an artifact, it's an artifact creature, right?
I
So,
see. Okay, well that's
and
good.
as
That's
it being a creature, it suffers from summoning sickness.
makes sense. Okay, good. Then in that case, I now will leave the rest of my mana out here, and I will attack you with Teval, the balanced scale. Whenever Teval attacks, I'll mill 3 cards. So let's mill those 3 cards. Attacking, I'll show you attacking, right? Mill 3 cards. Disciple of Bolas, Diviner of Mist, nice, and the Afterlife from the Loam. Okay. And then it says, whenever you mill 3 cards, then you may return a land card from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. So let's get a land card from here. We will use. Well, I only have the basic lands in here, so a tapped island enters the battlefield, and because it entered, I create a 2/2 black zombie druid creature, and I'm attacking you with Teval.
I'll take
That's
the
a
4 from
4/4.
Teval.
Okay. Black druid creature. Zombie. And then the turn passes to you. This should be
I'll,
over now, right?
yeah, I'll consolidate my monks into a single pile of 12.
Yep.
Draw my card, and I'll do something just because that's what this deck does. I don't know if you have anything else. I will cast Shared Animosity. Shared Animosity is an enchantment, therefore causing my prowess to trigger. It says whenever a creature you control attacks, it gets +1/+0 until end of turn for each other attacking creature that shares a type with it. This means that all my creatures are monks. I have 13 monks, so each one will get +1/+0 for each other attacking monk. So they will get each +12/+0 and +1/+1
Nice.
from the prowess. Um, do you have a response to me casting this?
I have no response. I die in shame and fear.
Yeah, this will hit you for about 150 points of damage.
Yeah, I think that'll about do it, especially when I have only 3 left. GG, buddy.
Yeah,
Well done.
sorry,
No, no, don't be
that
sorry.
was
I think that's awesome. That was really great. But it's also like I'm looking at where did I make a mistake, and the only thing I
you
can
didn't.
see is
You
that
didn't make a
you drew
mistake. I
really good
had it.
cards. Yeah.
So as you saw, I cast a lot of spells. Like in my graveyard is
Hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4 non-creature spells, and my enchantment, my talisman. These are and the shiny impetus were also non-creature spells. The prowess ability on the monks says whenever you cast a non-creature spell. This deck has 50 non-creature spells. So that means that I have a 50-50 chance of either drawing a non-creature spell or something else, which is insane, right? So, sorry.
And it is like that because you pulled it apart, or it came like because you made this yourself, right? You added to it.
You have most of the cards that I have in this deck. You also have them.
Hmm.
Um, essentially, this is the Jeskai Strikers deck. But out of the Jeskai Strikers that you have, I took out everything that made reference to the second spell each turn.
Mm.
Because that's what the deck wants to do. It wants to cast 2 spells and get a benefit from casting 2, right? 2 specifically. In Dragonstorm, they made reference to this as naming it Flurry. So each second spell, you get to draw a card, you get to copy a spell, you get to create a creature, and so forth. Classically, Jeskai, the colors, which is the combination of blue, red, and white, is
Hmm.
they have an archetype that's called Spellslinger. Spellslinger means you cast as many small, cheap, very not very impactful spells. Mostly they're called cantrips, right? So essentially a card that has a minimal effect but lets you draw a card. So it replaces itself in your hand. And since it costs you 1 or 2 mana, you still have your mana available. And you get a benefit for casting that, like in this case, prowess. So I went more of the classical route of casting as many small spells as I could to get the most out of my commander's effect, right? Because she creates monks equal to the amount of damage dealt. So I refocused the deck. So essentially taking the mana base is the same as it is in that deck. I didn't change anything there. It's the same artifacts, it's the same lands, the same amount of lands. So I didn't change anything on that front. I just removed everything that is costed essentially higher than 4 mana and replaced it with things that cost 1, 2, or 3.
Mm.
And this weekend, a friend of mine saw me play this deck and like, do you have this and this and this card in there? And like, no, I didn't think about that, or I didn't want to do it too much. And that card I don't have. You don't have that card? Well, here, have mine. And it's a $6 card because you can't get it. And it's like it's used. It's called Gitaxian Pro. It's a one blue mana or pay 2 life to cast it. And it lets me look at your hand, and
Wow.
then I get to draw a card. So I get to play it and see what's coming from your end. Uh, I didn't have one because that's way before my time of me returning to Magic. Anyways,
Mm. That's
so
cool.
yeah, so this I thought I wanted to max. I already have a deck that is focused on spell slinger big spells. So here I just looked at the commander and this is like, okay, this is not combo, this is high synergy. It's quick, it's interruptible too, right? Because it focuses so heavily around my commander. So if you had in your hand something to remove my commander before it hit you the first
Yeah.
time, then it would have thrown me back at least a turn because I needed
Yeah.
to pay the commander tax again. There are a couple of extra creatures in this deck that also create monks or other creatures, but this deck is similar to your Igra deck in the sense that if your commander gets controlled, then you don't do much until you get the control
Mm.
back on your stuff.
So
So,
then, Mhm.
yeah.
So then here's my question. Here's my thinking. Theoretically, I can beat you with this deck, but it's actually unlikely because the truth of it is it works very differently. I feel like before I even have a chance, you'll basically be having me out of the water.
It really depends on how I draw because obviously, as I said, there's 50 non-creature spells in this deck. But it is a 3-color deck, right? So I can get
Mm,
screwed on my curve or I can get controlled on my commander because you do have removal spells.
that's true, I
And
do.
even though she does have trample, like maybe I get a great hand, but I don't have too many spells in it that replace themselves. So Teval is a 4/4. Elsha is a 1/1 base. She grows, yes. But if you can block her, even though she has trample, if she doesn't hit you for any damage, I don't get to make those monks.
Hmm.
So I want to be fast. So usually my first play that is not accelerating my mana is her. And
Well,
yeah, if you
mhm.
have a counter spell or removal spell, or you're able to block her the first time I'm trying to hit you, then you slow me down quite a bit.
Okay. I'd love to do another round now that I understand a little bit more what I'm in for.
I am interested in playing, but
Yeah,
right now I don't want to interrupt the game and then resume it. I'd rather
sure.
just start a fresh one when I'm not in a potential rush.
Yeah.
All right,
All
we'll do
right.
that.
See
See
you
you in a bit
soon.
then.
All the best. Bye.